Hi, this is a lesson for SPM Speaking. Let's look at the assessment scales. For Band 6, the criteria are grammar consistently maintains a high degree of grammatical accuracy. Errors are rare, difficult to spot, and generally corrected when they do occur. Has a good command of a wide range of grammatical structures. Can use a wide range of organizational patterns, cohesive devices, and connectors. Let's look at the assessment scales. For Band 6, the criteria are vocabulary. Can use a wide range of appropriate vocabulary to give and exchange views on a wide range of abstract, complex, and unfamiliar topics. Can convey specific differences in meaning through appropriate choice of vocabulary. Let's look at the assessment scales. For Band 6, the criteria are communicative competence, can express herself spontaneously with little obvious searching for expressions. Can initiate, maintain, develop, and close a conversation with ease. Can relate contributions skillfully and effectively to those of her partner. Let's look at the assessment scales for Interlocutor. Band 6. Can understand questions and instructions directed at him, Wanjar, her with ease. Can ask and respond to questions and suggestions, including those on abstract and complex topics. Can maintain and develop the interaction, compensating for gaps in their own vocabulary or grammar knowledge or of the other candidate. Can produce extended relevant stretches of language with very little prompting or support. Let's look at the assessment scales for Interlocutor. Band 6. Can understand questions and instructions directed at him, Wanjar, her with ease. Can ask and respond to questions and suggestions, including those on abstract and complex topics. Can maintain and develop the interaction, compensating for gaps in their own vocabulary or grammar knowledge or of the other candidate. Can produce extended relevant stretches of language with very little prompting or support. There are 3 parts in this assessment. First interview, second individual. Long-term, third discussion, and further discussion task. Part 1. Answer in complete sentences. Answer the question asked. Phase 2. Questions are related to focus yourself, your daily routine, your life, your school. Answer the question asked and elaborate. Maybe 1 or 2 extra sentences. Do not hesitate. Use suitable vocabulary. Use correct grammar. My name is Mohammed Hamza bin Dollah. You can call me Hamza. I am Nur Adila binti Nordin. I live in Taman Senawang Jaya. I come to school by car or bus. My father drives me to school. I ride a motorcycle to school. I walk to school. For breakfast, I normally have some sandwiches, fried rice, fried noodles, and a glass of tea, shak, coffee, Milo. After coming back from school, I rest for a while. Then I take a bath and I go to my tuition class. During my leisure time, I play games on my mobile phone or jog in the park near my house. On weekends, my parents usually take all my siblings and I to do some shopping or visit our grandparents. Part 2. Answer in complete sentences. Answer all questions. Use suitable tenses. Use connectors, cohesive devices. Do not hesitate. Time 20 seconds to think of ideas, 1 minute to present. An act of charity I have done was helping at an orphanage. I went to Rumah Anak Yatim Sayang with some of my friends. There, I helped clean the place and entertained the orphans. There are about 50 orphans in the place. The act made me feel very happy as I was able to assist in keeping the place clean and make the children laugh as they enjoyed our songs and dances. I think charity does bring good impact to society, as it fosters a sense of community and social responsibility. It allows us as individuals to contribute to the common good of society and become part of a larger community. A family member I admire is my mother. She has a great personality. First of all, she is very caring and loving. She often talks to me about my daily activities and offers good advice for my problems. She is also very hardworking. Although she works from 9 to 5, she makes sure that she prepares dinners for us. My mother has influenced me to practice good values like caring about my siblings and friends. She taught me that I should be a good listener and be helpful. I think everyone should have someone to respect, as respecting others can help create a positive environment where everyone feels safe and can express themselves. Part 3. Answer in complete sentences. Try to answer all 6 points. Use suitable tenses. Use connectors, cohesive devices. Do not hesitate. Time 20 seconds to think of ideas, 1 minute for each candidate to present, total 2 minutes. Turn taking must be present. Language functions: to initiate, to elaborate, to explain, to agree, to disagree, to decide. Firstly, candidates are asked to speak together for about 2 minutes in a discussion prompted by a mind map, which presents a central focus question and surrounding ideas. After 2 minutes of candidate-candidate discussion, the candidates are then given a further minute to make a decision connected to the theme of the task. Then, the interlocutor asks a further discussion question based on the same theme, and the candidates have a further 2 minutes to answer. To initiate, I'll go first. Can I go ahead? Can I start first? Do you want to begin? Would you like to speak first? I'd like to start the discussion by... May I? All right, let's begin. Let's get started, shall we? Shall I get us started? Shall I start the discussion? Let's begin our discussion. Let's talk about... We need to discuss, know about, the... I'd like to start our discussion by saying that, to explain, elaborate in my opinion. I believe, I think, I suppose that, from my perspective, from my point of view. As for me, furthermore, in addition, other than that, not only that, but to do turn-taking. So, what do you think? What's your opinion, view? Do you agree with me? What are your opinions, views on... Now, I'd be very interested to hear your views on what you think about. Can you give me your thoughts on... Do you agree with me? Do you have an opinion on? Do you have any particular thoughts, views on? Do you think? And you? How about you? Now, I'd like to hear what you think about your views on... From your point of view, how do you feel about... Would you go along with me? What are your thoughts on that? Don't you think so? What do you suggest? To agree. Yes, I agree with you. You're right. Correct. I really think you're right. That's right. Yes, of course. Yes. That's true. To disagree. Sorry, I have to disagree with you. I don't agree. I take a different view. I disagree with that. I think otherwise. I don't think that's quite right. I don't think so. To decide. Okay, so let's decide. My choice is... I prefer to choose. My decision is... Right. Let's make a decision. You have persuaded me to... We've decided that. If both candidates have an agreement.
Aisha, let's discuss how social media influences teenagers. Would you like to start first?
Sure, Lim. I think using social media affects teenagers' time management. They spend too much time scrolling through posts and watching videos on social media. Sometimes they have less time for studies and revisions.
Yes, I agree with you. In my opinion, social media can also cause teenagers to suffer from lack of good social skills as they only chat online and seldom meet up to have face-to-face conversations. So what do you think?
You're right. Nevertheless, teenagers can de-stress by using social media for entertainment. After school and tuition classes, teenagers have homework and revision to do too. They will feel stressed with all the workload. Spending an hour on social media by watching entertaining videos can work wonders for them.
We shouldn't forget peer pressure. Some teenagers often try to compare what others are doing based on their posts on social media. They will try to imitate what their peers are doing out of envy or trying to be in trend with their peers. Seeing posts about others' experiences can lead to feelings of exclusion and anxiety.
In addition, there is also the problem of internet safety. Teens who use social media are exposed to more cybercrime like scamming, hacking, and phishing.
I really think you are right. Lastly, teens also be suffering from mental health problems because of social media. Social media is designed to be addictive, releasing dopamine in the brain when users receive likes, comments, and notifications. This can lead to excessive use and addiction-like behaviors. Aisha, we need to decide on the most important effect of social media on teenagers. I believe it's mental health. Social media can contribute to depression, anxiety, loneliness, and fear of missing out. FOMO. Studies show that teenagers who spend more time on social media are at a higher risk of depression and suicide.
I totally agree with you on this. Social media can lead to social comparison, which can trigger feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and mental distress. Teens may also seek validation through likes and comments, which can impact their self-worth and confidence.
Teacher, both of us agree that mental health is the most important effect of social media on teenagers. Nowadays, many teenagers are interested in becoming social media influencers. They are attracted by the contents and also profits made by influencers. Some even mention that education is no longer a priority for them. Thus, the lack of interest in their studies. I believe the government must play a role to curb this phenomenon. Our government can strengthen protections. They can create policies that protect children on social media platforms.
From my point of view, the government can teach young people media literacy skills through topics in the textbooks. This can help them critically evaluate content and make informed decisions about what they engage with, as there are a lot of risks for teenagers on social media.
Moreover, there's a constant pressure to produce engaging content, gain followers, and stay relevant, which can lead to stress, burnout, and even feelings of inadequacy. The government can spread these issues through advertisements and campaigns.
While successful influencers can earn substantial income through brand partnerships and sponsorships, the income stream can be unpredictable and inconsistent. Relying solely on influencer earnings without a stable source of income can be risky, especially considering the ever-changing landscape of social media algorithms and trends. Quitting their studies could be a bad step for teenagers, as education can help teenagers access better job opportunities, higher salaries, and a higher standard of living. It can also help them succeed in their careers.